Wow, it's a little too peaceful in here. Let's get it rock and rolling. Let's start off this beautiful, beautiful day. That's talk with God's law. My God is my God is it's not good. It's that you want so many things fun. Sing this video. So you got it slow. You got it slow. You got it slow. You so different. Sing this show. Sing this one. Sing. Let this be our thing. You got it slow. I got it slow. I got it slow. Nothing but and we take this. Sacrifice my life. Sweet love will take it. I got it slow. I got it slow. I got it slow. One more time. I got it slow. All right, thank you, Billy Larkin, our music director. Good morning, everyone. All right, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Davis and beyond. We've got news on that later. Exciting news. But my name is Reverend David Clark, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our center today. Welcome you to the lovely GPO, the Grand Prince Odium, and also welcome to our online audience. We're glad you're here. It's taken a lot of work to get you here, but we are glad you are here as well. Okay, I got to get myself all situated up here. So I want to, first of all, take care of a little bit of housekeeping kind of stuff. Let you know where the bathrooms are. The bathroom, because this place is cavernous. There's a bathroom off to my left here. If you go up the ramp, it's the first door on your right. There's also bathrooms downstairs. So if you feel the need, then that's where you go. So once again, good morning. And if you're here with us for the first time, there are a few things that we want to let you know about what we practice, what we believe, and what we choose here at Center for Spiritual Living Davis. Number one, we believe that love is all there is. Everything is made of love. Everything is a call for love. Everything is inspired by love. And so we believe that love is all around us, and love really is all there is. Number two, we believe that all thought is creative and influential. Thoughts are things. And a great example of this is, have you ever been getting ready for a big trip and somebody will mention the trip, and then you'll think of the trip, and then your heart will race because you're excited to go. That's a thought becoming a thing. That is a thought that just sprang up in your mind that translated into your physiology of your body changing just off of your thought. So everything is preceded by thought. This building, you, me, all of us, we were thought into existence before we actually arrived here. So we pay a lot of attention to what we think in this and what we believe in this philosophy. Number 3, we believe that you are whole, perfect, and complete exactly as you are right now. In your exact condition right now, you are whole, perfect, and complete. And how do we know this? We come from a whole, perfect, and complete source. God is whole, perfect, and complete. And so God can only create wholeness, perfection, completeness. So as we are blessed creations of God, we know that that carries through right through to us and our existence. We believe that about ourselves, and we believe that about you. And number 4, we believe in a world that works for everyone. And it's not a world that we're trying to get to work for everyone. It's a world and an existence that is ruled by love and law and cause and effect. And they have the same impact no matter how they're used. But it still works for everyone. So we just, in this philosophy, we take a lot of time learning the rules of nature, learning the rules of cause and effect, and how we are involved in the world that we are living in. So we are living right now in a world that works for everyone. We're just learning the rules of that world. So now I'd like to welcome our practitioner of the day, Bobby Bolden, to come up and give us our vision and mission and today's affirmation. Welcome, Bobby.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Oh, so glad to see your smiling faces.
Oh, you forgot Namaste.
I forgot Namaste.
Okay, let's do Namaste together. Come on, David.
All right. I forgot Namaste, one of the most wonderful points of the service where we all get up and we acknowledge the wholeness, perfection, and completeness of each other as we look into each other's eyes and say Namaste.
Namaste. How beautiful. So I'm going to give today our vision and our mission statement, and I'm going to read it through once and then invite you to read it again with me. Our vision is to create an environment for all to realize the power of spiritual connection. Together? Our vision is to create an environment for all to realize the power of spiritual connection. And now for our mission statement. To provide a sanctuary for all to be lifted and inspired to embody spiritual principles and live their inherent greatness. Together, to the vision is to provide for all to be lifted and inspired to embody spiritual principles and to live their inherent greatness. Great. And we have an affirmation for today. I will read it and have you read it with me. Wherever I am, I belong.
Oh.
Wherever I go.
Either one.
Yeah. So let's stand and say that, okay? Together. Wherever I go, it belongs. Thank you. You may be seated, and guess what? You belong here. Here. And now, invite up Diane Cataldi, who's our board president, and she will give some wonderful announcements today.
Good morning, everyone. We're glad you're here. Okay, our announcements for this week is we are so excited, at least I'm so excited. We did have a meeting on last Monday on Zoom, and we had quite a few people there, and we discussed our name change. And the 3 names that were selected out of the many we got was CSL Great Valley, CSL YOLO, and CSL Poudre Creek. And we discussed the names. We had someone talk about each one and why they chose it. And then we had a lengthy discussion on inviting our other members who were not able to attend our meeting to vote. So what we did is we voted everyone that was on Zoom, and then on Tuesday I sent out an email to all our other members and informed them of the meeting and asked them to vote by Friday. And so we did have a handful of people that got back to us. And the name that has been chosen as number 1 is CSL Great Valley. So yay! Everyone, it really was the one that came to the top and got the most votes. So the next step is an application will be submitted to CSL with our 3 choices, but what our number 1 choice is, and they have to approve it. And then once they approve it, I think we're ready to go. So stay tuned and we'll keep you posted. All right, we've been working on this for some time, so I hope everybody feels good about it and the process and also the name that was chosen. Okay, the second thing is this last Friday night, we had our mid-winter cabaret. And oh my gosh, I hope you were here because it was fabulous. And Heather Clark, who was one of our performers, is going to come up and tell us a little bit about it. So, great.
Good morning, everyone. So, oh my God. It was so fun, so fabulous. It just, I know I'm short. It fulfilled so many expectations and more. Thanks. There. So I wanted to thank so many people. I'm probably going to forget some, but there were just so many people, all of you who came out and helped. Tracy and Jason, I don't know. I can't express to you how much I appreciate everything you did. And the thing that I appreciate the most is that as one of the singers, I could come here that evening, let everything go, and just worry about singing, and everything happened. It all got done. You know, that's huge to me. You know, and Peggy and Elise and Ingrid, and I hear it's Dan, right? was here to help us pick things up and get high things, and everybody who helped was just, it all flowed. Everything got done. It was really amazing to me. So,
round of applause.
yes. So all of the musicians were amazing. I've heard nothing but great things. It's hard to express.
Everybody really brought their A game. I heard you say that.
Yes, everybody brought their A game. It was amazing. I think that all it did was show that we can do this, and we're going to do it more. And people are going to come and enjoy it. I know we had several people come in, off the street who had heard about it and came, and that's the goal, is to be able to share this beautiful place and all of that art and music with everyone. So let's see, I think we had approximately 50-ish or more people here with musicians as well as people coming to the event. So that was really amazing. And the Toys for Tots, Gifts for Kids. The Gifts for Kids barrel is out there in the lobby area over there. And we did, believe it or not, get quite a few toys. But it will be there until the 14th. So again, if you want to bring something over the next week or so, 2 weeks I think that is, we can put more and more toys in there. I heard that there are 70 children that are signed up with the Firehouse to get their Christmas through this program. So we'll be fulfilling the winter's children by bringing in those toys. So those are new toys unwrapped. And I think that's it. Oh, and the baked goods. Everybody brought baked goods and had food for us. It was amazing. I heard there were so many yummy things down there. I avoided it so that I wouldn't eat any of them. But thank you again. I just can't express how much I appreciate everyone's help. And okay, that's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. All right. This week, on Tuesday, we will be having, Jason Gerardo will be doing a walking meditation here in Winters. And that is going to be starting at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And the event is free. We're all going to meet at the park, the community park. And if you are in town or if you're not in town, come to town and join us with the walking meditation. Also this week, we have the gratitude group meeting, and that does meet in Davis. And that's this Thursday, December 8th, and that is 4:30 to 5:30. And June Robinson is heading that up. And she is a Buddhist, so she is bringing her wisdom from that philosophy. So if you're able to join us, we'd love to see you there. All right, and we have quite a busy couple of months coming ahead of us. We will be having our annual meeting in February, I believe. We haven't picked a date. And so before that, in January, we are hoping to have a membership drive, a membership class. And so, we're going to get the details, the dates, so stay tuned for that. And we also have board positions available, and they will be voted on at the annual meeting. So stay tuned, enjoy these upcoming events, and see you soon. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Diane. Man, we have a lot of things going on here, and God is good. Talking about thoughts being things, we had, at the last minute, we decided to collect toys as part of our cabaret presentation on Friday. And so at the last minute, we're like, okay, well, who can we partner with to collect toys? And so we were like, okay, fire department. We worked it out, and we got the terminology right because it's gifts for kids, but Toys for Tots was copyrighted. So we have to get our terms down right. So we hooked up with gifts for kids, and we had the event, and the bucket back there is full. It's filled. Of course, we can always use more, but it's just amazing how Spirit works. We just, at spur of the moment, we said, let's put a bucket out and see if we can get any toys, you know. And even me, I'm thinking of, well, we're probably not going to get that much, but let's go for it. But everybody brought a toy. It was amazing. That is how Spirit works. You put a receptacle of belief out there, and God fills it with manifestation. That is exactly how it works. So I love looking back there and seeing the gifts and seeing just more and more proof of the goodness of God. So now that we've had our announcements, thank you. Boy, I cannot find words today. That's going to make for a very interesting talk.
Maybe you should sing.
Yes. Maybe next year. All right, so now let's enter into the more contemplative part of the service. And to get us started along that peaceful path, we have Heather Clark with today's sacred readings.
Every time. Okay, I got it. I did want to make one more comment. Just make sure if someone didn't get the newsletter, it did go out. So if you didn't get it, just let me know and I'll make sure I send it to you again. You can also get it by signing up for it on our website. Okay. The first one is, the beloved community unfolds as us. This is from The Beloved Community by Jim Lockard. Page 18, yes. When we come into community, we are recognizing the soul's call to commune with others in actualizing more of our potential to love and to be the deep service to creation. This is also from The Beloved Community by Jim Lockard, page 18. What would happen if we could convert the energy of fear to faith, the energy of doubt and uncertainty into a feeling of belonging to the universe and being safe in it? Would not the original artist himself go forth into new creation through us? This is from Living the Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes, page 163.
Again, let us turn within prayer. I invite you to gently close your eyes and breathe in. Allow the very breath of Spirit to move through your whole being. So this morning, I first of all speak a word of gratitude. Gratitude for this day, for this beautiful day, for the sunshine. Gratitude for the rain yesterday and the rain today. Just so filled with gratitude for that rain. We have been in so much in need of it. And I say thank you, Father, Mother God. And I also speak a word of gratitude for community, for this community. And as I stand in this place of gratitude, I am knowing right now that there is only one presence, one God, one Spirit, that this Spirit is here now, filling this room, filling the world, filling the universe. This presence is all-knowing, omniscient, all-powerful, omnipotent, and everywhere present, omnipresent. Yes, this presence is the essence of everything that exists, everything that has ever existed, everything that ever will exist. Yes, this presence, known by some as the Christ light, as the Buddha light, as Allah, as Muhammad, by many names, known as the great source of all, known as the Great Spirit, known as Mother Earth, known as the essence of light, known as light, light, light. Yes, this presence is who we are. I'm knowing right now that this presence is always operating in my life and in your life. This presence flows forth as love, as joy, as peace, as abundance, as health and wholeness. Yes, this presence is creativity. Yes, and it is in each one of our lives right now. And it is flowing through me right now, from the top of my head, to the tips of my toes, through my fingers, through every organ in my being, every cell, every atom, every function. This presence is moving through me continuously, for I am a divine emanation of the one God, the one power, the one presence. I am one with this energy. I am one with this presence. And just as I am one with the presence, I know that each person here is one with this everlasting, ever-giving, ever-loving presence. We are all one. There is no separation. And as we remember that, and as we align with that, we know that the goodness of God is moving through us in each and every moment, bringing forth joy and wisdom and peace at all times. And as you connect to that presence, as you connect to that energy that is within your being, I'm knowing too that we are here to uplift each other and to uplift the world. And as I stand here in this place, I just bless everything that is happening. I bless this service. I bless each one here. I bless our musicians, Billy and Heather. I bless Patrick, our technician. I bless Diane and the board for all the work that they're doing throughout the week. I bless Heather and our ushers. Oh yes, and I bless Barry for bringing up the signs, setting up for everyone who does anything in this community. For truly, we are a community. All blessings to our practitioners, those who are here and to those who are far. Oh, and as I stand in this place of gratitude and blessing, I speak a word for Reverend David Clark, for his energy, for his joy, for his continuous service to this community. I am blessing him today, knowing that he is bringing forth a word for all of us to hear, to fall on all of our ears, a word of peace and tranquility, a word of upliftment, a word of truth for us to hear, a word that has been ordained by the very presence of Spirit, presence of the great Spirit that is moving through him, shaking us all up. Oh, I am so happy this morning. I'm so filled and thrilled to be here with all of you, all of us. And I am grateful, grateful, grateful. And so as I release this word today, I know that as it goes out, it comes back. And that we are all filled with the peace of presence. And as we are filled, we lift up the world. Release the word. I let it go, and I ask you to join me in anchoring the prayer with these words. Ashe.
Ashe.
Aho.
Aho.
Amen.
Amen.
Om Shanti. And so it is.
So it is. Please join me now in singing The Face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in. You are the one. The face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in. We are my family. You are the face of God. We are the face of God. We are the face of God. We hold you in our arms. We are the promise. We are the face of God.
Oh, it's getting dark. Wow, that rain's coming back in. You know, I actually caught myself as it was raining. I caught myself complaining about the rain. Why would I ever do that? Why would any of us complain about the rain from now on? You know, it's interesting. We want the water, but we don't want the mud. You know, and no matter what we do, no matter what we think, no matter what we say, water is wet. We can't get around that. So we want the water, we want the wet. We want everything that comes with water. We need to open our hearts to water, loving water and all of its effects and everything it does. We want to welcome water. So we want to keep this water flowing. So let's say a little prayer inside of us and open a door and welcome the water in. So that's just my my public service announcement for water. So last month we were talking about getting our homes in order, getting our homes that we carry with us everywhere in order. And now that we've done that, and now that we're on our way to doing that, now we're going to take our homes and combine them with other homes and make a community. And that's what we're talking about all month this month, is community. The power of community. What a community can do when we set our minds to something. And it's just perfect timing for this topic because we just had a community event to where we all got together as a community and said, you know what, we're going to do something. We're going to benefit our ministries, our youth ministries, our music ministries. We are going to put together a great program. And we did it. And as you can tell from Heather, it was a great success and a big love fest. But overall, that is what community can do. That is what we can do with each other, for each other. So before I discovered Science of Mind, I was kind of one of those guys that didn't really believe in community. I didn't see the worth in it. I didn't see the value in it. You know, I figure, I kind of cobbled together my own little value system from reading some books, and I kind of figured out, okay, yeah, this is how I'm going to live. I figured it out, and I, made my way through life. But it just so happens that Heather was exposed to this philosophy in a center in Sacramento, and she said, "Oh, you got to come and check this out." And I'm like, "I don't want to check it out. I don't want to check out anything. I'm busy on my Sundays and get together with a bunch of people and sing and learn about myself. I don't want to do that." I didn't want to do that, and she knew that I wanted to do that. And when we went and we checked it out, I was like, "Yeah, I am here for all of this." I volunteered, I joined the board, and I did all kinds of things, and I stepped out, and I felt immediately at home, and I felt with community. And I got to know the value over time of what a community can do, and how we can be there for each other, and how we can believe in each other, and believe in what we're doing, and how that belief has power. And how it changed my life from being in community. But before I could get into community, I had to get to a place in my mind where I belonged in a community. And Groucho Marx famously said that any organization that I wouldn't want to belong to any organization that would have me as a member. So I was kind of like that, I was like, I don't really need an organization. But really, community is what I believe we're all longing for. We all need people. Even though I was thinking that I was doing it by myself, I was never doing it by myself. I was never doing anything alone. I always had help, support, community, spirit helping me. My beautiful wife, Heather, helping me, supporting me. I'm never doing anything by myself. It's just an illusion. So finding out more about this philosophy helped me to find out more about how I'm connected to you, how you're connected to me, and how that connection actually works. And I had a thing about self-esteem. I have a problem belonging, okay, because I didn't think I was worthy to be around other people, to have people depend on me and to have me depend on people. I felt I hadn't earned it. I learned a valuable lesson about this at work. I have a job where I support a software, and sometimes that software, I have to go on site to a customer site and do support there. And it's an international product, so a lot of times I'll find myself in different countries. And it's very interesting as I'm taking myself here and there, and I'm winding up in places that I never thought that I would be. In a high-rise office building in Tokyo watching two executives scream at each other, thinking, I don't belong here. I should not be here and be witnessing all of this. Because I didn't think that I had enough education. I didn't think I had enough smarts. I didn't think I had enough experience. And yet, thinking all of these things, here I am. I'm there. I'm in the place. I'm doing the job. I'm doing as my company wants. I'm doing a good job. And I still have this in the back of my mind. I don't really belong here. I don't really belong. And eventually I developed a philosophy. I developed a saying that really calmed my mind when I would start freaking out about where I am, and it's like, I'm in over my head. I don't belong here. My mantra is, wherever I am, I belong. Wherever I am, I belong. If I'm standing in a room with you and we're looking at each other in the eyes, I belong there. I did what I needed to do to get to that place. And so the only thing that's left for me to do is accept where I am. And stop trying to put myself in other places and put myself where, it's amazing not believing that you fit. You don't really fit anywhere. But after I adopted this attitude, this mantra of belonging wherever I am, it just made sense to me. I brought myself here. Yeah, I know how I got here. So yes, I do belong. And that is a big barrier to getting into community in the first place. There are a lot of places that I would go and we'd go and sit down and I don't belong here. This place is too stuffy. If you go to a nice restaurant, and maybe you're not used to going to really nice restaurants and everybody's dressed up and you're I don't belong here. No, you do belong. Everywhere you go, you belong. You're valuable. You're important. You've got something to say. You've got something to do. So always carry that with you. Wherever you go, you belong. You're never in over your head. You're exactly where Spirit intended you to be. And this helps us in our exploration of community. Because I have to allow myself to be part of a community. I have to choose to be part of a community. And I can't choose that if I don't think I belong. If I have a problem seeing myself joining with people, I'm not going to join with people. So, community. Do I want community? You may be asking yourself, do I need community? And I answer that by saying we were born needing community. As soon as you're born, you cry out. You're not crying to yourself. Because you can't do anything for yourself at that point. You're crying out for your community. You're crying out for help. You're crying out for support. And you're crying out because you know that support is there. When a baby's crying to someone. It's not just crying just to cry. The baby is crying out for help and support. To mom, to dad, to whoever is there. Hear me. So we are calling out for this more than just being children, more than just being babies. We're crying out for this all the time. We are in constant need of each other. So, if I were to ask you, do you belong? Your answer would be what?
Yes.
Do you belong?
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Now, if you're used to thinking that you're in over your head, or if you're used to not belonging, this is something that you're going to have to practice. Okay? And it's not brainwashing yourself. It's just unlearning what the world has taught us. The world teaches you you've got to earn your place. The world teaches you that, you belong in some places and you don't belong in other places. Based on all kinds of arbitrary BS. based on being black. I get that a lot. Being black, you belong here, you don't belong there. Oh, what are you doing here? I never see black people here. I've been I took a business trip. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he said to me, "You know what? I have never seen a black businessman before." And I'm like, "You're kidding!" And of course, it was in Jakarta. It was in one of those kind of far off places like Jakarta and Brunei. They just don't see a lot of black people. So I really get the sense like, oh, geez, I really don't belong here. I'm black. I don't see any other black people around. Hey, I got to get used to it. Okay? They're seeing black people now. All right, you're not used to it? Well, hey, here I am. Get used to it. And I have to get used to it. I have to get used to being in uncommon places. And it's great when you're in an uncommon place because you can just watch and learn. And that's one of the great things I found about traveling is just sitting there in a restaurant, not knowing anyone or anything, just being Dave sitting there and watching people interact, watching them talk, watching them laugh, watching them argue, watching all of these interactions. And I realized something. Everywhere across the world that I've been, everyone's the same. Everyone gossips. You can tell when people are gossiping. They have this universal look where they kind of lean over. Or they raise their eyebrows. It gives some sort of look. It's like, oh, you're dishing. I can tell. That special little giggle and laugh that they have, It's like, oh, you guys are just, you're doing everything that everyone in the world does. So we're all the same. Every single one of us, no matter who we are. If you're someone that has housing instability and you're out on the street, you're exactly the same as the President of the United States. You are the same. And you have a right to be anywhere you are. So I want to, before we end this talk, I want to revisit the sacred reading. And I'm just going to read this real quick and then dig into it a little bit. What would happen if we could convert the energy of fear to faith? The energy of doubt and uncertainty into a feeling of belonging to the universe and being safe in it. Would not the original artist itself go forth into new creation through us? There's something very powerful when you have a sense of belonging. When you don't belong, your thoughts and ideas aren't really that important. You may be called upon to do something, but you're thinking, I don't really belong. And I have an idea, but I'm not going to say it because I don't really belong here. They don't want to hear from me. And you put limitations on yourself. That is the energy of fear. It closes you in. It protects you. That's what fear is there for. It's there to protect you. Okay? It's not a bad thing. But we can't let it run our lives. We have to be able to see the truth beyond the fear and into our faith. So if you have this fear and you feel like you don't belong, it makes you quiet, it makes you small, it makes you reserved, it puts all kinds of limitations on you. But if you replace the energy of fear with the energy of faith, with the knowledge that you belong, then what happens to those good ideas? Hey, I belong, I can contribute. They may need to know what I have going on in my head right now. This could help the community. This could be valuable. I am going to contribute. I'm going to share. I'm going to let God express itself through me. That's what you're doing. You're letting God emerge through you as your special, as your singularity, as only you can express God. There isn't going to be another you. In this time, in this place, on this planet, in this town, with your genetic makeup, with everything that you've been through growing up, there isn't another person in existence that's going to live your life. No one else has your perspective. No one. It's valuable. It's worthy. And we need to let it out and we need to let it shine. And that is what we do when we have that sense of belonging. I belong here. And it's a great thing. If we want to know what belonging feels like, hopefully you feel as though you belong in your own home. As though your ideas are worthy and valuable in your own place where you spend all of your time. Take that value out into the world. Because our home is what? With us all the time. Okay? Take your belonging and the power behind that belonging out into the world and belong everywhere. And share and contribute everywhere. And that is how we build strong belonging. And that is how we build a strong community of people that belong, powerfully sharing their energy, mixing in their ideas, and building something great. That's how great things are built. From belonging, from community. So, for our homework today, for our home play today, because we're just playing with the energy of spirit. For our home play today, repeat this mantra wherever you go. I belong here. I belong here. You're at the supermarket. You're complaining about this long-ass line. Somebody help me. Get me out of this line. So open up another check stand. I need to be out of here. You belong there. You belong there. You aren't suffering through traffic. You are traffic. You belong everywhere you are. So replace the confusion, replace the fear with a sense of belonging. So let's take that into prayer. But before we do, I have an exercise, a very simple little exercise. If you could turn to the person that's closest to you, turn to them and look them in the eye and tell them you belong. Yes. Oh, if we just believe it. If we just believe it, isn't that a sweet feeling knowing that, hey, maybe it's true, I do belong. All right. So let's take that into prayer. Let's go inside. Inside of our homes. Inside to that place of peace and quiet and stillness. To that place where there is no doubt of our goodness. There's no doubt in our connection. To that place of safety. And it is there, that place where we most belong, that we declare that we are one. One with the one Spirit, the one guide, the one consciousness the one mind. There is one existence. And we are part of that one. We are a blessed creation of God, made by God, made from God, made of God. All of our blessed parts, down to every single molecule, has sprung forward from the creator of all things. And as I know that that I am a creation of God, as I know that I am made of God and God is all around me, I know that I too embody the qualities of God. Infinite light, infinite love, infinite beauty, joy, wisdom. Everything that God is, I am. And as I know this, I know that everything that God is, we are. And as such, I know I belong. I always belong. Everywhere I go, I know that everywhere that God is, I belong, and God is everywhere. And so I'm grateful for these words. I'm grateful for this knowledge. I'm grateful to know that God is my constant companion. I'm grateful to know that I have a loving community that I'm part of, that uplifts me, that informs me, that educates me, that corrects me, that loves me. And I'm grateful to every soul in this building. I'm grateful to everyone watching online. I am grateful for the love and support of community. And so I release these words, knowing that they're true, knowing that they're done, knowing that as the moment that I release these words, the moment that I release them into my mind and believe in them fully, God acts on these words, making them manifest right before my eyes in an infinite number of ways. So I release these words and I let God do its work. And let us all release these words with the blessed words, and so it is.
I saw him do it. Oh, there it is. I was watching him do that and I thought, I can do that. I'll fix it myself. This place called home, I can always see with a red rose and a roaring fire and a Christmas tree. Just a place called home. And you're there at the door, watching me come to you.
and the dreams. Yes, a place called and you're there. It's a place in my heart where is to be. Where I finally found my way to a place called home and a life with you, where our days are long and the love is strong and the dreams come true. Just a place called home. You and I will always be in the dark of the night, watching you come to be. It's the place in my heart where you're always home.
All right, Heather Clark. Hey, and before we get to the offertory, it is the first week of December. That means Elizabeth Zhang is here to give us our birthday song. And any December babies out there? Ooh, no Capricorns in that?
Sagittarius.
Sorry, Sagittarius. And I will say it is actually my mother's birthday. My mother, who's passed many years ago, but you know how it is. Every time that day comes around, you're like, oh, that's mom's birthday. So my heart is a little bit bigger today as I'm thinking about my mom. But good morning, Elizabeth.
Oh. We're gonna have a lesson in how to smile.
I tried to get to
I know. Sorry about that.
Want to try it?
To God dance the day you were born. The angels did the bump to Gabriel's horn. God dance the day you were born. I'm grateful for the gift of you.
I can't wait till April comes around. You can mark your calendars for April 22nd. So
April 19th.
what's that?
April 19th.
Oh, I should have known.
Yes.
The Aries. January comes first.
Oh man, I gotta give equal time to all the birthdays. So we are a center that believes in conscious, committed, structural. We're a center that believes in the spiritual practice of giving and tithing. And we call it conscious, committed, and structured giving. There are many ways to give and expand the abundance consciousness. We give of our time through volunteering. We give of our talents through participation. And we give of our treasure through financial donations. So your gifts help us in our mission to provide a sanctuary for all to be lifted and inspired to embody spiritual principles and live their inherent greatness. If there's one thing that you leave here today with, it is this: you are great. You are great. Okay, so our tithing partner, every month we have every quarter, we have a local charity that we partner with, and we give a percentage of our tithe to. This quarter, and this is the last month for this quarter, we are giving to Nami-Yolo County. That is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And I'm just going to read to you. Thank you. I got it right this week. Wives. And I'm going to read you their vision and their mission statement so you know just how important this service is. So their vision: NAMI envisions a world where all people affected by mental illness live healthy, fulfilling lives supported by a community that cares. Isn't that a wonderful thought? And their mission: NAMI provides advocacy, education, support, and public awareness so that all individuals and families affected by mental illness can build better lives. Very worthy organization. So if you're giving today, please remember that we're giving 2% of our tithes, so maybe you can give a little extra and you can help out NAMI, the NAMI organization, Nami-Yolo. So we're helping families here in Yolo County. So there are many ways to give. My magic wand. There are many ways to give. You can text to give to this number, 530-322-8441. And that's a very simple process. Or if you're PayPal inclined, we have a PayPal. And of course, you can leave an offering in the plate that comes around, or you can send us a good old-fashioned check or money order to our P.O. box that is on the screen right now. So now that we know why we give and we know how to give, let's enter into that sacred consciousness of abundance. I ask you to place your hand over your heart to symbolize the vibrational energy of circulation, because that is what abundance does. It doesn't stay in one place. It circulates and it goes around and around and around. So let's say our abundance affirmation, our offertory affirmation. I give with an attitude of abundance, knowing that as I give, I do receive. Today, I celebrate my prosperity and my ability to share from my overflow of good. I give from the knowledge that all is well.
God gives me everything I need, so I give thanks for blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need, so I give thanks for blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
We bless and release these gifts to do their work of proclaiming the good news that all is well. As we have freely given according to the law of circulation, it returns to us full measure, pressed down and shaken together and running over. So we will always have more to to enjoy and to spare, to give and to share. For this we give thanks, we let it be so, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So, our children, you may look around you and say, there are no children here. We are making a space for children. We are preparing for children. And so we are welcoming children, our children that are on their way here to the GPO and to this blessed community. And we do that with our welcome to the children. First we say, we love you.
We love you.
We are here for you.
We're here for you.
We are glad you're here.
We're glad you're here.
Yes. So, we believe in the power of spiritual connection here. And what does that mean? That means that we believe that there is power in our connection to each other and there's power in our connection to God. And we exercise that power. We amplify that power through prayer. And if you would like the gift of affirmative prayer today, a prayer that affirms the whole wonderful and complete person that you are, please see a practitioner today. Practitioners, raise your hand. Got one right there. And there's another one around here somewhere.
Deborah's in the back.
Oh, Deborah's in the back. And me. And you can come to any of us for prayer if you need prayer over anything that's happening in your life today. We are trained to know and see God in everything. So please let us do that for you. And we have a little private area over there that we can go for prayer. So please do that. And after service, we're going to have fellowship downstairs in the fellowship hall. We're going to have some goodies down there, some coffee, tea, all kinds of different things. Please go down there and fellowship with us, get to know us, and figure out and find out and see how much you belong here. So that is about it. So after the closing song and the benediction, we're heading downstairs. So without further ado.
I expect to be blessed. I expect to be blessed. I expect to be blessed. Give my faith to the test. Live not fully expressed. Yes, yes, yes. I expect to be blessed. I expect to be blessed. I expect to be blessed. Expect to be blessed. Give my faith to the test. Live not fully expressed. Yes, yes, yes. I expect to be blessed. I expect to be blessed. I expect to be blessed. I expect to be blessed.
For today and belong everywhere you go. Own your space, know your value, and always remember that God loves you. And so it is.
Go for it. Go for it.
Oh.
There.